Hey there, everyone. Bobby D here with Virtual Fundraising Events, and I have a special guest today, Jay Fiske with Maestrosoft. Maestro is the maestro of the band, and he's with us here today. Here, Jay. So here we are, day one of the new normal. How's your day going?
Well, it's not a normal day. we are scrambling to help people understand that people still need to raise money. We just have to find a new innovative way to help them do it.
That's absolutely right. So tell me a little bit about Maestrosoft and how you are helping nonprofits. Like, give us a kind of an overview, of what service you provide and how you are helping nonprofits raise money.
You bet. Well, we're a 25-year-old company. We've cut our teeth primarily on helping nonprofits organize their charity auctions or gala charity auctions. Over the years, we've evolved that software, obviously, to many new iterations of it. We integrated we're one of the first people to integrate payment processing into auction management software. Did that, almost 20 years ago. We continue to be innovative. We added what we call the cloud-based ability for committees to work from home, work through a web browser, enter their items, track their attendees, put together tables, package items, that sort of thing, with a product called Maestro Web. Then about 12 years ago, we started doing text-based bidding with a product called Text to Bid, and this allows people to bid by cell phone, and that's sort of become one of the new normals now. But we were one of the early innovators in doing that, and so now we like to say with Text to Bid, we've taken the bidding from being item-centric to being guest-centric. At a typical gala, people walk around and look at the bid sheets, they hover over the bid sheets, they try and sit on the bid sheets, they try and pick the bid sheets up, put them in the pocket, do whatever they yeah, exactly. Elbows. Also, they can be, quote, the last bidder. And when you're the last bidder, that doesn't necessarily mean you're the highest willing bidder. It's just you happen to be the last one that was there to write down the bid. So with Text to Bid, we've moved the bidding from the tabletop to where the guest is, going from item-centric to guest-centric. Now, of course, with this new normal, we're discovering that people are saying, "Oh my gosh, my gala has been canceled. My gala has been postponed. What do I do?" And we're saying, not a problem. Go on over to Text to Bid. You now have a virtual auction. Bonus in that is that it's no longer a 3-hour auction. It can now be a 3-day or a 1-week or a 10-day auction, right?
Yeah.
And people can bid from home. They can bid from wherever they happen to be. Probably these days, probably from home.
Yep.
But you can still have the auction. They just do it on their phone. And our latest innovation we started doing just a couple of years ago is something we call Text to Fund. And Text to Fund allows people to make a straight cash contribution using their cell phone. So again, if you're running any sort of a virtual capital campaign or anything like that, where you want people just to make a straight cash contribution, they can send a keyword to a short code. They get into a screen that allows them to pick any level if they want for a donation. They hit the word donate. They go to a settlement screen, put their credit card number in there, and within 24 to 40 hours, the money's in the charity's bank. So those are the kind of innovations that we've been trying to think of for the last 25 years.
Nice. I love that that text to fund or text to. So yeah, I think that's the way that the world is definitely going to be trending, because we're going to get to the place where we have enough stuff around us. And I know with the travel kind of sensitivities that are going on, I mean, people are going to travel once all this is over. But I think that text to fund is going to be so important. So is it as easy as click, donate?
Yeah, we usually just have the client come up with a simple keyword like the word give. In fact, you can demo this by just typing the word give to 71760. It takes you into our demo site.
Okay.
And it's called Text to Fund, and you pick 25, 50, 75, 100, 250, whatever. There's different bubble levels in there, and there's always one called Other. If somebody wants to do $1, somebody wants to do $1,000, they can. And then once they get to the bottom of that selection screen, it takes them to the credit.
Okay, so say that number again.
They put in their own 71760. 71760 it's always
text give?
short, and text the word give, GIVE, and that'll take them to the demo site. If they want to test the text to bid system, the bidding system, you can do that by texting the word auction to 71760.
Oh wow!
And that
look here. Look, internet.
There it is. You're there.
Yeah.
There you
Super
go.
easy. And then you can make a donation of of any amount. Other next, thank you for your support. Please select the amount. And then, wow, so this is definitely a demo, but you could set this up for any nonprofit to.
And Bobby, that top screen where it says text to fund,
Mhm.
that what's really cool about that is sponsorship logo area. And
Ooh,
we're finding that a lot of people are finding a sponsor. If you go to the sponsor and say, you know what, for $2,500, we'll put your logo in front of everybody that makes a donation. So if you'd like to show support for our cause, let's put your logo up there. And so instead of it being a cost to the charity, it becomes a profit center. They make money before the first donation comes in.
nice, nice. I love that.
Same
And
thing
I mean,
happens on text to bid, by the way. Text to bid, same way. We have the sponsor logo up on top of the bidding utility. So
okay, okay, excellent. Well, good. Well, I mean, that kind of segues now into the next question. And all nonprofits I know are very budget sensitive, especially in this day and age. They're kind of like, ah, oh, our major funding's going away. We have to save every penny. But then also the smart nonprofits are investing because they can see a big ROI, on the end of that. So basic investment, if someone wanted to do the text to fund or text to bid or Maestrosoft, what would that be?
text to fund extremely cost effective. It's only $399 for a 90-day campaign, and
Wow.
that lets you raise up to $10,000. If you raise more than $10,000, then it's 3%
Okay.
of the amount raised, plus of course the credit card charges. But
Yeah.
from the cost of the utility cost of using the system is 3% above the first $10,000. So very,
Okay.
very cost effective. And they can
Nice.
extend it. If you want to do fundraising beyond 90 days, it's $50 a month beyond that. So very,
Yeah.
pretty easy to get into. Text to bid is a little different. There's a lot more to it, but it's still pretty cost effective. It's only $995 and 4% of the bid activity. So if you do a $100,000 event, it's 4%, it's $4,000. But right
Yeah.
now, during this difficult time we're dealing with, we have emergency pricing. So it's a lot less than that. We've decided we want to help as many charities out as we can. We've
Nice.
dropped the price dramatically on the text to bid system because we're trying to move people over from galas over to the text to bid service. So just they should contact us. We'll give them the emergency pricing. But in the non-emergency mode, it's 4%, which is still quite cost effective.
Yeah.
And again,
Definitely.
it's sponsorable. Most people find a sponsor. They can have multiple sponsors. Those sponsors can be on the main screen. They can be on the bidding screens. They can be, you can layer the sponsors. You can roll the sponsors in on a time share basis. So again, most people make money before they ever have the first item bid on through the sponsorship route.
Nice, nice. So then if a nonprofit was, they wanted to work with you and they started today, how long would it take to get them to text to fund or text to bid within that amount of time? How much is that?
Well, it's pretty much instantaneously, the same day for sure. The longest lead time would be for the client to send us their Excel spreadsheet of their items so we can upload it. And then it's a matter of taking a picture, finding a picture online through scraping a picture off a website or taking a picture with their cell phone or a camera and attaching a picture to each item.
Okay.
Typically, if the item's going to be on display at a gala, they probably don't have a picture of those items.
Right.
But if we're going to go on the text route, they want to have a picture associated with the basket or associated with the certificate or whatever the items that they're selling. So it's really going to be the client's ability to get a picture for each item put together. Launching the system is a 24-hour launch period.
Okay. Okay. So then they send you the database of the list of the items, and then they send you the pictures to match with that. 24 hours, you can get that turned around, and then bam, they're up and ready to go.
That's right. And if they happen to be in, there'll be quite a few people out there that are already Auction Maestro users, our own
Hmm.
client base. It's built into that system already. That's
Oh,
just a
okay.
matter of a couple of buttons and you're launched. It comes right out of our database instantaneously with a couple of launch buttons. If they're not a Maestro client already, then we would bring it in by Excel
Okay.
likely. Or they could also, we give them a dashboard. They can go in and type in the items directly into our dashboard
Okay.
as well. They don't have to have it in Excel first. They can directly enter it.
Okay. So that sounds easy enough. So then, I mean, all nonprofits are always thinking about that donor data. So, I mean, is there a way that they're going to be able to get the contact information to follow up with, to send the thank you notes and all of that stuff?
I am so glad you asked this question because this is really, the the secret of success to the system. When someone gives you their email address, you pretty much know what costume they wore last Halloween. But if
Right.
someone gives you their cell phone number, you know what tattoo they've got on their left shoulder, right?
Ah, good point.
Because cell phone numbers never go away. Because our text to fund and text to bid are both opt-in systems by text, the database that the client gets is tremendously more valuable than a database of emails.
Tell me
And our
more.
system is designed so you can do outbound texting on a regular basis. The client owns that database. We don't. It's a client's database. And our
Oh,
system lets them do outbound text reaches. So, for example, they use us now for their capital campaign, but maybe in 4 months they're running a golf tournament. They have that entire database of people that made a donation. They can now send a blast text out. Hey, if you'd like to come to our golf tournament, or our fun run, or didn't want you to forget that our gala's coming up in the fall, around Christmas time, think about making an extra donation. They
hmm.
can they can send those text messages outbound as often as they want until somebody opts out, because it was an opt-in to begin with. Much more powerful, much more valuable than an email.
Yeah, no, I love that. And then I'm obviously a geek within all communications and marketing and whatnot. And I think if you have enough phone numbers tied within, your database, you can actually dump that into Facebook and create a lookalike audience so that you can identify more ideal donors within that. And, you can, boost those posts and, and all of that. So having that very rich, data that is phone numbers, that's so very valuable. That's great. Wow. I love that.
Very
Awesome.
much so. And another piece also is we can, at client option, there are what we call free-form fields that can be turned into either optional or manual fields by the client, because you may want to collect some demographic data. For example, we've done some of these text-to-bid systems with sports teams,
Hmm.
and they want to know what seat and row is that person sitting in, because they want to know, is that person a season ticket holder, or is that somebody
Ah,
that's passing along their season tickets to somebody else? And if the same
nice.
cell phone number starts showing up at multiple games but in different seats, that person becomes a candidate for the season ticket marketing group to reach out to them and say, gosh, you come to 10 of our games this year, but you always seem to sit in a different place. Maybe we can interest you in some season tickets. So
Nice.
being able to collect those optional data like seat and row, or whatever other optional demographic data the client would like to collect that makes sense for them and for their cause, we can do that.
Nice. So it makes me think that this could go further than just a virtual event, that like a lot of people are transitioning to like a virtual gala or a virtual walkathon, and they need a solution to do the funding, the fundraising at that time. But then this could be almost an evergreen thing that they keep on their social media or on their website. If at any time you'd like to
But
give, text to fund here, and then bam, it's there.
if you had time, Bobby, I'd like to tell you something real quick thing, a quick
Yeah.
unique use of tech fund.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Um,
give us the secrets. We love that.
well, every year, you and everybody watching this video at some point is confronted by either a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout wanting to sell cookies or popcorn.
Yep.
Real story. I had a Boy Scout come by with his dad with his wagon in front of my garage last summer and wanted to know if I wanted to buy popcorn. I said, "How much is it?" He says, $20 a box. I said, "Great, I'll get my credit card." He says, "No, we're cash or check only." And I said, "Well, in that case, I'll buy one box. I would have bought 5 boxes from you if you take a credit card, cash or check only." So I said, okay. Same thing with the Girl Scouts. So with a Girl Scout display a couple of weeks ago, I said, "Hey, how much are they?" $5 a box. I said, "That's great. I'd like to take 10 boxes. Can you take a credit card?" "No, cash or check only." So I bought just a couple of boxes. Um, I just heard on the news yesterday that the Girl Scouts are thinking about not letting their girls take cash anymore because of the virus risk being transmitted via cash.
Yeah.
Well, now what are they going to do? So text to fund can be set up as a virtual cash register.
Okay.
You can't take your entire brownie troop or Boy Scout troop and give them card swipers to put onto their cell phones. But everybody that can buy popcorn or cookies, or for that matter, the Bobby Sox softball league, selling candy bars or whatever it is that they're out there selling, right? They can't get all that, but we can do a virtual cash register on the phone because
Hmm.
the buyer puts their own credit card information into their own phone. They don't have to hand anything to the kid who's wanting to sell them something.
It's
And
super
so it's
safe.
very secure. You could have 100 people out there selling things and not one of them have to have a card swiper because
Wow.
the buyer has to have the device.
Nice. Nice. I love that. That's great. Great idea. Yeah. I mean, and that's the type of outside the box thinking that we're really trying to encourage, as we are looking at this new normal how can we use this technologies in many different facets? So I mean, in an event, I mean, could be a gala, could be a walk. It could be even just, hey, we're here in front of the grocery store while you're waiting to get your toilet paper. Would you like to buy some cookies? And,
You
and
know what
no, I
there is?
don't want your
Oh, by
cash.
the way.
Yeah. Nice. Good.
No, I'm
Okay.
sorry to
So
interrupt you. You happen to know
no,
where
no
some of that
worries.
toilet paper smell? There seems to be a run on it right now.
Oh, for sure. So I do want to ask you a question now. If you were a nonprofit and you found yourself in this this situation that, I mean, 1.5 plus million nonprofits are all, looking at today, and you had an event coming up and all of a sudden, bam, nobody's getting together. We can't do the event, and you had to do something. What would be that bit of advice that you would give to a nonprofit that's like, what do I do now?
Well, I'm going to presume that at this point in time, they've already planned the gala,
Hmm.
and the gala was going to be this month or next month or the month after that, and they were scrambling because that gala's not going to happen. They're going to
Yeah.
have to postpone or cancel. And we've had a number of that happen already. So they've already procured the items. They already have their list of people that would have come to attend the event. They're either already RSVP'd or they were on their mailing list to RSVP. So converting them over to a virtual auction is pretty simple. Reach out to the same people. You already have the items, put the items up online, let them still bid on those items. The people that would have attended, tell them to attend from their home or their office now. But also every one of those people that would have attended also have Facebook and Twitter and other social media. So ask all of them to be additive. Let them go post, hey, my gala I was going to go to was canceled, but would you could help us out? Would you guys all like to go bid on these wonderful items that I was going to have a chance to bid on? And so
Nice.
now that 300 person or 400 person gala could end up being 4,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 potential bidders if they
Right.
all put it up on their social media, and that's how to expand that. And you're going from a one-day event now to maybe a week-long event. And so
Right.
you can build energy over the week by posting updates. We can put widgets up on their website of the client that show how the money's coming in. So throughout the week,
Oh,
they can see the growth of the bids coming in and build energy over a course of a week or 10 days. So that's what I'd
nice.
be encouraging them to do right now. And by the way, that does not replace their revenue they would get from their gala. It's additive because they can still do their gala, postpone it for 6 months, and
Hmm.
use the next 6 months to replenish the items. Sell the
Yeah.
items you have now, and then use the
Yep.
next 6 months to replenish those items and still have your gala in the fall.
Yeah.
And now what you've done online has become additive rather than a replacement.
Yeah, I love that idea because, I mean, as as a fundraiser, as an auctioneer, it's scary. It's like, our gala's even relevant anymore. But I'm with that. Let's create this virtual event, whatever it may be, as an additive to your current fundraising plan. Let's create this as a donor engagement tool, a donor identification tool. Build that tribe that you have, and like you say, instead of just 300 people at your event, get 5,000 people at your event, and let them all bid on the items or text a fund and give a little bit, and then that little bit could be a lot and can be a big additive to the bottom line at the end of the day. I love that. Great ideas.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, the silver lining, and we always look for silver linings, right? It's what we do. The silver lining in this is that we're no longer limited by space or time.
Yeah.
The gala is a space-time limitation, and
Yeah.
it's a great way to have a limited amount of time and a limited amount of space. Don't get me wrong, we want to do a gala, and I don't think virtual auctions will replace galas because you still want that interaction. You want
Yeah.
that human touch.
Yeah, the community.
A gala is never about buying anything. It's about giving and being rewarded with a lovely parting gift in exchange for your donation, right? And
Right.
that's what we do as auctioneers. We try and match up willing people with
Yep.
to have the right heart. We give them a nice little reward. When you're in the virtual mode, there tends to be a little more of a shopping mentality. So I think we are going to still want the gala because we really want that human touch, that human interaction, that feel good, and build that clientele of the people, going away saying, wow, that was a fun event. I can't wait for next year.
Right.
And we want that. That will happen again.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, good. Well, I look forward to that day. And I really thank you for fitting, in this as a solution and providing that emergency pricing, to nonprofits as we go through this. Any last parting words or tips to get us through these next few weeks?
Keep the faith, stay healthy, and know that this is a temporary situation, and there are great resources out there. We're one, and Bobby, you're one, and others out there, all designed to help our good charity clients make what I like to call it making lemonade. I wrote
I've been
a
using that
paper
all day.
just last week out to all of our clients, said, "Are you ready for some lemonade?" And it was
That's
all
right.
designed about taking this situation and let's turn it to more money, not less, this year.
That's absolutely right. Well, excellent. Well, Jay Fiske with Maestrosoft, thank you so much for being with me today. I'll make sure I put your links and everything down below that people can reach out to meet you and hopefully work with you. And let's all raise some more money together and make this happen. All right, Jay.
And
So
thanks
thanks
for what you're
again.
doing, and thanks for bringing us together.
Oh, hey, it's my pleasure. So again, Bobby D with Virtual Fundraising Events, and we are really thankful to have these nonprofit partners and vendors that are out there that are providing solutions to engage your donors, to help you raise more money, to help you make a bigger impact in the world. So keep doing it, keep being awesome. What you do matters. And thanks again for watching. Please reach out to me or Jay if you need any help with anything that's going on here in the new normal. All right, thanks again, everybody. Bye.